Hello and welcome to Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film R.M.N, directed by Christian Mungiu. This is an austere film that explores small town, small-minded attitudes towards outsiders. I really liked the opening scene. We see a boy in the woods who sees something, he's scared and he runs away. Then the opening titles run. It's a simple device, but it's really effective here. Throughout the film, we're given repeated hints of what he might have seen. Is it a bear? Is it a strange man? Is it some kind of premonition? This gives the film an intensity with many layers of possible meaning. There's a mix of languages in this film: Romanian, Hungarian, German, French, English. Not sure if there's anything else. Of course, with the subtitles, you don't notice all of the language changes. For someone who speaks Romanian, this would be a slightly different experience, I think. The film has one standout scene. The town hall scene is just spectacular. We have a fixed camera position and it's a long scene, probably about 15 minutes, where the villagers are debating the presence of two Sri Lankans that have been employed by the local bakery. It's so interesting and it's so well done. And I understand that this scene was shot with both some real actors and some non-actors, and it just really works. This is a film about populism, ignorance, fear, and how democracy can produce such problematic outcomes. The crowd in the meeting is ready to vote through the most extreme proposals. The film also portrays what happens when our leaders pander to populist opinions. In the film, the church could provide some leadership, but it turns out to be really weak. There's many different issues addressed here in relation to bigger issues, including capitalism, immigrant workforces, and even the politics of the European Union. Watching this as a Brit, it did make me think a lot about the type of issues that came up with Brexit. I think the film has a real universality. If you were watching this as an American, you may see kind of Trumpian type issues. I said that it's an austere film, but it does have a kind of really dark humour. I love the line when someone says in the meeting, "We haven't had any ethnic conflict since the 90s," and someone else says, "Except for that murder." It was a real kind of Life of Brian moment. I thought that the two main characters, Matthias and Scylla, seemed kind of unlikely as lovers, but they're both great characters. Scylla is strong and decent, but totally impotent in terms of fighting the narrow-mindedness. Matthias represents a kind of macho masculinity like a bear, but he's fragile and angry, and he's totally impotent in the meeting, but in a much more vulnerable way than Scylla. The way he holds her hand like a child. The closing scene has a lot of ambiguity, but I really like this. The film says a lot, but doesn't really conclude anything. I do recommend it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.